Farmers and ranchers are taking steps to fight food loss in their fields, and the American Farm Bureau Federation is assisting in a collaborative effort. The No Taste for Waste campaign features multiple resources for consumers interested in reducing household food waste. So joining us now from the AFBF Washington, D.C. headquarters is Executive Director of Communications, Mace Thornton. Mace, thanks for joining us today. So what exactly is this campaign and how did it come about?
Well, Janet, first of all, thanks for having me on today. I think I'd like to step back just for a second to illustrate just how the issue of food waste has changed. I think there are stories that I have heard on more than one occasion of a member of Congress from a farm state when he was out on the banquet circuit. He would always tell people to remember the American farmer and order an extra basket of rolls for the table. And if they're not going to eat them, at least mess them up a little bit. So that is just indicative of how really things have changed. Today, we're all about wanting to make sure that those extra rolls, if they are ordered, get into the hands of people who need them. And so it is an issue that has developed very rapidly over the past 2 or 3 years.
So who's leading this new campaign, No Taste for Waste?
Well, we are certainly honored to be involved in the campaign. It also includes Land O'Lakes, Valent, Meredith Agrimedia, CropLife, and FLM Harvest. So it cuts a pretty good swath through a lot of agricultural and food-related interests.
And can you speak to the farmers' role in reducing food waste as well?
Sure. I mean, if we step back just a little bit, I mean, more even about food waste, but it's about efficient production and like making sure that we get everything out of our land that we can to be totally efficient and not waste even in the food production effort that farmers and ranchers go through. That could mean everything from looking at the deployment of technology to make themselves more efficient, to save themselves money, to be more sustainable, and to produce more food from fewer acres. From there, it goes on down to just making sure that, for example, produce. One of the things that our produce farmers repeatedly say is, don't be afraid to eat ugly fruits and vegetables. Some of those things that aren't quite good looking enough for the marketplace, they're still nutritional, and they need to be consumed along with the rest of the perfect looking food, the fruits and vegetables that are out there.
And there's a social media and book-a-zine initiative campaign to help along with this project, is that right?
There is, and the book-a-zine, the best I can describe it to you, it looks like a magazine, but it functions like a book. I have a copy right here. It is called Waste Less and Save Money. And in this publication, which is available at newsstands, I believe through June, it includes a number of different recipes. It includes a number of stories about what farmers are doing at the farm, at the grassroots level, to help make sure that food production is efficient, and how we can address the issue of food waste from the farmer to the dinner table. One farmer in particular that I met this past week, we had a kickoff event at the headquarters of Meredith in New York City, and the farmer on the panel, his name was Brett Reinford. He's a dairy farmer from central Pennsylvania. And one of the things that his family has done, they have a methane digester. Not only is that used to help process the manure and turn it into power, but they also get food waste from local facilities, and they run that through the digester as well. And they are actually powering their farm, and they produce enough power in addition to that to provide electricity for 100 homes, which I thought was very impressive.
Very much so. Amazing what technology can do. Well, Mace, thank you very much for joining us. I'll also mention the website for more information, notasteforwaste.org. AFBF Executive Director of Communications, Mace Thornton, joining us from the AFBF